People always say, I can't believe we're going backwards. What? No, we never moved forward. We never went forward with it.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you are joining for the very first time, thank you as well for clicking on this video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about this palm colored lady who we are going to be labeling the racist of the year, because I don't get how you can be this bored and then come back and start saying that people are misinterpreting what you said. You guys remember that when Beyonce released a country album, there were so many palm colored people who were so pissed at the fact that a black woman is releasing a country album. There were even some saying she does not sound like Beyonce. At least if you go into country, you have to do it well. But guess what this lady talked about? She said if you are black, you're not country. You might have been raised there, or your grandparents or your parents are raised in the country. You are not black. Guess what they are doing? They are not making money there. They are picking cotton and being sold for money. And even with her body language saying it, she sounded like she has so much confidence in what she was saying. There's nobody that's ever going to attack her for whatever it is that she was saying in her video. Video quickly went viral, and so many people are pushing and even emailing the school to do something. These people never learn. There was even another creator who reached out to her parents, called her parents, both her mom and her dad, and called her on phone as well, and she kept denying that people are misinterpreting it. We are going to watch the video together, and let's see if people are really misinterpreting what Miss Asa Blayton said in her video.
So Beyonce released Cowboy Carter, her country album, and it's doing very well, but some people have a problem with it. It's okay if it's not your cup of tea, like maybe you don't even like country music. What's not okay is if you think the problem is that black people don't belong in country music.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. They wasn't making money. They was getting sold for money. You ain't country.
She said that with her whole chest, posted it on Beyonce's internet, and thought everything was going to be okay. We're going to get back to her, but let's get this out of the way. Country music would not exist without black people. If you knew anything about the genre that you claim to care so much about, you would know that hillbilly music, which is what became country music, was directly inspired by the spirituals and field songs of black slaves that they have been creating and singing for hundreds of years. But I'll go one even better. The banjo is a black instrument. The modern-day banjo is a descendant of the West African instrument made from gourds called the akonting. When enslaved persons were taken from Africa to America, their instruments came with them. For 400 years, enslaved people created their own music, hymns, spirituals, and field songs, all with roots in African music. Accordingly, in the 1840s, the banjo was seen exclusively as a black instrument. It was unheard of for a white person to play the banjo. No black people, no country music. But apparently, Asa Banton, the Indiana State University student who made that video, didn't get the memo. And I've had a bunch of other students from that school reach out to me because she posted this right after that album was released. And literally 2 weeks went by, and Indiana State University didn't seem to have shit to say about it. Now, the other day, they did finally kind of say something about it. They put a statement buried at the bottom of the student newsletter that basically said, we're aware of a video, we're monitoring it, does not align with our personal views. Guess what? The students who have been reaching out to me, that's not enough for them. That's why you had protests on campus yesterday. And I think you can expect a lot more until you take some sort of real action and make a real statement and draw a line in the sand that says if you're going to think and act this way, you can find another school to attend.
Everybody meet Asa. Now Asa has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. And I got her on the phone. But let me break down why she went viral in the first place before we get into that. She said, I'm sorry, if you're black, you're not country. I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planning. They wasn't making money. They were getting sold for money. All of that because Beyonce dropped a country album. Now, I tried to call her daddy.
Hey, this is Donovan.
and her mama.
This is Sonia. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.
But they were smart enough not to answer. Let's see how smart you are.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Is this Asa?
Who's calling?
Well, hello there. Now, I immediately brought up her viral video about the current situation and everything that's going on. Obviously, I know you're fully aware of it.
I really don't want to speak on this topic.
Oh, all of a sudden you don't want to speak now, huh? Don't worry. I'll get it out of you.
I understand that. I understand where you're coming from, but I just don't really feel like it's smart for me to comment on something without a lawyer present because it's just going to continue to get twisted up.
What would get twisted up?
The story.
What about the story would get twisted?
The entire thing, just like everything else has gotten twisted so far. I just don't feel like I need to comment on it anymore because it just keeps getting twisted and I just don't feel the need to comment on it anymore.
Getting twisted. How was that? Because in this moment, you thought you were putting black people in their place. Why do you feel like black people can't do country music?
No comment.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since you don't want to comment on anything, do you feel like people are upset for a good reason?
Rightfully so, yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, people are upset for the wrong reason because the story continues to get twisted up.
What?
So I'm not going to comment on the story anymore.
So let me get this straight. People were upset for the wrong reasons because you said that black people weren't country and that they were picking cotton, not making the money. Can you tell me what people have been trying to twist the story on?
I'm sorry, I just don't really want to comment on it because like I said, people are going to continue to twist it and I just don't really want to comment on it anymore. I'm sorry.
No, I know, I understand that. I'm just trying to understand how people twisted it because I haven't seen any. And she hanged up on me, but I called her again.
Hello?
Okay, so let me try it this way. And she hanged up on me again. So I waited a little bit, let things calm down, and then I called her a third time.
Hello?
Hey, I know we talked earlier, and I wanted to see if you had time to think about it.
So after the text you had sent, I really don't think that I will be speaking about it at all. Like I told you several times, I have no comment.
Oh, you mean this text message where I said your no comment speaks volumes?
Okay, well, since you said that, I think that no matter how the public perceives it, either way, you're supposed to be unbiased. So I don't have any comment.
Well, it's kind of hard to be unbiased when you're telling that black people were picking and not making money. That's something you kind of got to be biased on because if you're pro-slavery, that's a really bad thing, right?
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but is journalism not something that's unbiased? Like, you can correct me, but is that not correct? Like, I thought journalism is supposed to be unbiased.
Journalism is unbiased, but absolutely, but there's lines, right? Like, if there's a story on, say, Hitler, I'm not going to be pro-Hitler, right? If there's a story on pro-slavery, I'm not going to be pro-slavery. There's certain lines and barriers that you just don't cross because it's just immoral by complete standards. So, yeah, absolutely, I have no problem being unbiased, but, like, those lines I will not cross.
Okay, well, like I said, I have no comment, and please do not call me again.
Okay, are you for slavery? Okay, so if I would have been unbiased and would have had your kind of mindset, you would have spoken to me. But because I'm against slavery, you're silent. That young lady speaks volumes. Now, for the ones who don't know, she's studying to be a nurse at the Indiana State University. And I'll end it on this. This black queen said hospitals are to black women what cops are to black men. And this person should never be in the care of any human being, especially a black person. My name's Eric Stone. Get twisted up.
The story.
What about the story would get twisted?
The entire thing.
How can this story get twisted when these are your words that came out of your mouth off of a device that you decided to record on, unprovoked. Nobody asked you for your opinion. You got on here and you said that shit. You showed yourself saying that shit. So you can't act like you can't act like it's not you. You can't act like we're twisting your words. You said exactly what you said, and you meant it. You didn't mean that any other way, love. Oh, they're gonna continue to twist my words. Bitch, ain't no words to twist. I predict what's gonna happen next is she's gonna cry and ask for forgiveness, and she's going to issue an apology video that she does not want to do, but her lawyer is gonna be like, oh, you know, this is in your best interest that you apologize.
Now, there's apparently this video going around of this college student who is attending a university out in Indiana. We're not sure if it's Indiana State University that she's at, but she's going for a nursing degree. And apparently she has a CNA certification that she can go and work at a facility. And she's practicing nursing. Now, this video is about Beyonce releasing her new country album. I tell you guys all the time, everybody is not happy with what you do. Now, unfortunately, racism, people always say, I can't believe we're going backwards. No, we never moved forward. We never went forward with it, because if we did, there would be repercussions behind a lot of things that people do, and they're not repercussions, because apparently I can't find her TikTok nowhere, because clearly she must have deleted it or they banned it or whatever. I can't find her. I find reposts of her stuff, but everything you do in life has a consequence. Everything you do has a consequence. And I don't care who you are, what you say out of your mouth, you mean it. You mean it. You definitely mean it. Because if I'm not racist, I would never talk about the other culture like that. I would never go and say, oh, you guys were not born here, you were brought here and sold, and you weren't making money, you were actually picking and being sold, and blah blah blah. That is the dumbest thing that you can ever say. This is 2024. Watch your mouth of what you say, because I promise you she out somewhere hiding right now, because she know she done effed up, and she know people looking for her. But at the same time, I'm not threatening nobody. TikTok, don't come for my video. I'm just sharing it out to you, because this is why I teach us. We need to get up and get our own. Stop allowing people to make rules and things for us to do. Stop working for other people and start building something for yourself. Now, I'm not telling you go quit your job today. I'm not telling you do that. I say build something for yourself. While you working for the man or working for someone else, you need to be building something for yourself. Hold up, y'all. Watch this video. This is why I say what I say. And, oh, Reese, Ace, girl, if me and you was in the same school, baby, it would have been me and you. It would have been me and you. For real, for real.
You were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind.
She said that with her whole white European chest. She said that with her whole sodium sapien chest. She made the video. She watched it back, because we all watch her videos before we post them. She said, yep, that's the one. Press post so that it can forever be on the internet. This video is going to follow her everywhere. And she said, yeah, that's what I should do. Boom. Because black people ain't country. This is insane. Go collect your people, please. My white friends hate when I say that shit, because I be like, go collect your people. They be like, nah, man, that's not my people. But yeah, go collect your people. What the fuck was that? Oh my God. Racism. You know, white people, y'all need to learn how to let it go. Like, let go of the racism. It's holding you back. I'm telling you.
This lady is so funny. If you listen to every single thing that she said it with all the sincerity that she has in her life. Like she said it like a very sincere person. Even in her video, she said, I am going to say this in the nicest way possible. So everything she was saying in that video was literally coming out of her mouth. And then she was on call saying people are twisting what she said. And at the end of the day, she will come online with an apology that she does not want to do, just like one of the stitches said, because this has always been what they do. And it's almost like these people always forget that the internet will not forget these things. And just because you feel like you can have an opinion, a stupid one, in fact, this is not even an opinion. This is just how literally being a racist. It's okay for you not to like a country music. It's okay for you not to like that somebody is doing country music. You might as well keep it to yourself, especially when you know that it's the media, it's going to put you in trouble. How on earth is what you set your own phone to record and say yourself, look straight into the camera, being twisted when people are literally just telling you exactly what you're saying, and they want you to hear what you said for yourself and then decide if what you're saying is actually cool. I love the guy that called her. It was almost like he was not ready to give up because he literally wants to get her to talk. She already knows she messed up already. I don't think the guy that called was being biased at all. It was literally just asking the question. If the guy had called and started supporting what she said, I don't think she's ever going to drop that call. And I love the thing that the stitches said that people are going to say, why are we moving backward? And that lady said, we were never forward. Like, we were never forward. This is a reminder for the people who will always say that racism does not exist. This is it in broad daylight. Imagine someone, a nurse, who is going to be in care of so many people's life and have a higher chance of coming across Black women. If you feel this bitter about Black people, imagine how she is going to treat a patient, a Black patient under her. It's so sad how dark her mind is, and imagine the level of confidence that you will have to set your camera and say these nasty things to other people. Like, let me hear what you guys think about this whole video. They are reaching a school, and I think the very first stitch as well was covered on a TV news channel. So I am going to come back with an update if there is any new update. But for now, they are forcing the school to really do something because this is not cool at all. Let me hear what you guys think about how she responded to that call, because that was where she kind of wanted to trace, but she couldn't. She can sense that the person calling her is wiser than her. We await the apology video that is never going to get accepted, and people are definitely going to bring this up in the future for her. Imagine posting a 46 seconds video to ruin your entire life. When exactly are these people going to learn? Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next one.